Characteristic of learners with specific learning disabilities. Reading problems. According to Bender 2007, almost 90% of learners who are diagnosed with SLD, kung tawagin natin is specific learning disabilities, have reading problems. As mentioned above, a learner who has a problem in terms of reading, decoding, and comprehension has dyslexia. Especially the most common type of problems that learners encounter when it comes to reading is lack of phonemic awareness or inability to recognize and control certain sounds. Kung tawagin natin is phenomenons within spoken words. Sabi nga ni Bender as halos 90% ng mga mag-aaral na may na-diagnose ng specific learning disabilities, kung tawagin natin is SLD, yung may mga problema sa pagbabasa. Tulad ng nabanggit natin ay ang isang mag-aaral na hirap magbasa, pag-decode at pag-unawa ay maaring kung tawagin natin is dyslexia. Pangkaraniwang kinakaharap ng mga mag-aaral ay yung sa pagbabasa nga, kakulangan, o kaya kawalan ng kakayahang makilala at or kontrolin ang mga tunog, kung tawagin natin is phenomenons, sa loob ng mga salitang binibigkas natin. Hardman et al. 2005 lamented that learners with specific learning disabilities also have varying degrees of difficulty in the different components of the reading process, such as oral reading comprehension, word recognition skills, and reading habits. Furthermore, Salvia and Eisdike 2013 identified several prevalent difficulties in oral reading, which include omission. This occurs when the learners intentionally or intentionally leaves out specific word of group of word. 'Di ba sabi nga nila hard man ang mga mag-aaral ng may specific learning disabilities o kung tawagin natin is SLD ay may iba't ibang degrees na kinakaharap na iba't ibang bahagi ng process ng pagbabasa. Kabilang ng pagbabasa rin ng malakas, pag-unawa sa binabasa or kakayahang makilala yung mga salita or maka-recognize nila. Yung omission naman ay nangyayari ito kapag sinasadya or hindi sinasadya, iwanan ng mga mag-aaral ang mga ilang particular na salita or mga binabasa nila. Yung ano naman, yung next is insertion. This happens when the learner adds one or more words to the sentence. Yung insertion naman dito, nangyayari ito yung kapag ang mag-aaral natin is nagdadagdag sila ng isa or higit pa sa isa na salita sa kanilang binabasa or sa pangungusap na binabasa nila. Yung substitution naman, when the learners exchange one or more words in the passage with or more significant ones. Nangyayari ito kapag pinapalitan ng mga learners ang isa o higit pang mga salita sa binabasa ng ng iba pang salita ng mga ibang kahulugan sa kanilang binabasa. Mispronunciation of a word. This may happen when the pronunciation of a word significantly deviates from the correct pronunciation. Ito yung mga salitang maling pagbigkas ng isang words. Ito yung nangyayari kapag ang pagbigkas or sinasabi ng isang salita ay malayo o naiiba sa tamang pagbigkas natin. Hesitation, this transpires when the learners exhibit a delay of 2 or more seconds before articulating a word. Yung hesitation o yung pag-aalinlangan sa Tagalog ay nagaganap ito kapag ang mag-aaral ay nagkakaroon ng pagkakaantala ng dalawa o higit pang ilang seconds bago niya bigkasin ang isang salita. Tingnan naman tayo sa inversion. The learners alters the sequence of a word in a sentence. Ito yung pagbabaligtad nila. Nangyayari ito kapag binabago ng mga mag-aaral ang pagkakasunod-sunod ng mga salita sa isang pangungusap or sentence. Disregard of punctuations, the student fails to follow the correct punctuation rule. Dinidisregard nila yung mga punctuation. Nangyayari ito kapag ang mag-aaral ay hindi sumusunod sa tamang paggamit ng mga punctuation sa kanilang mga binabasa. Typically, reading comprehension difficulties observed in children with learning disabilities include the following: challenge in remembering basic details leading to an inability to respond to specific question on a passage. Ito na yung nagiging dahilan kung bakit nahihirapan sagutin ng mga mag-aaral yung mga tanong tungkol sa binasang kwento. Halimbawa, ang mga pangalan ng mga tauhan sa kwento or yung mga question na kung ano ang nangyari dun sa kwentong binasa natin. So, sa challenge in remembering the order of events leading to an inability to articulate the chronology of the story that was read. Uh, dito na dahil dito, hindi naipapaliwanag ng mga mag-aaral ang mga tamang pagkakasunod-sunod ng mga pangyayari sa kwentong binasa. Sumunod naman tayo din sa challenge in remembering the main idea resulting in an inability to recall the main theme of the story. Ah, nagiging nagiging problema ito ng mga kawalang kawalang kakayahang matukoy o maalala ng mga mag-aaral kung ano yung nangyari dun sa kwentong binasa natin. Math underachievement. Student with learning disabilities may experience difficulties in both mathematical computation and mathematical reasoning. Mathematical computation refers to use of tools in figuring out an equation or the process of calculating itself. Dito nahihirapan yung isang ating learners na computehin yung ating isang solution na siya lang ang nagpa-process kung paano ito ma-compute. Yung mathematical reasoning is using logic and critical thinking to solve a math problem by finding connection and figuring out the best way to solve it. Dito natin ginagamit ang ating critical thinking para ma-solve natin yung math problem. At dito natin nahanap yung best way para natin ma-solve yung problema sa ating math problem. This means that a child diagnosed with SLD, especially dyscalculia, may have deficit in retrieving numbers and solving mathematical problems even with the use of basic uh, operation. Dahil dito, ang isang learners na may specific learning disabilities, tawagin natin is SLD, lalo na kung may dyscalculia, ay maaring mahirapang maalala ng mga bata ang mga numbers at ma-solve nila yung problem sa mathematical problem solving. Kahit sa paggamit ng mga pangunahing madali lang na pag-solve sa ating math basic problems. In 1990, McLaren and Elvis found 4 types of errors in computational analysis. In correct operation, the student picks the wrong method. For instance, the question asks for subtraction to the student before performs addition. Ito yung pinipili ng mga learners ang mga maling pamamaraan sa pag-solve ng math problems. Halimbawa, kapag ang tanong ay pagbabawas or kung tawagin natin is subtraction, ngunit ginamitan nito ng addition or division, multiplication, gano'n. Next one is incorrect number facts. The student memory of the number fact is 631 wrong. For instance, the student recalls that 9 times 9 equals 78 instead of 81. Uh, Dito ang mag-aaral ay maling naalala sa tamang sagot or iba yung naiisip nilang sagot o nare-recall nila sa pag-solve nila sa mathematical problem solving. Halimbawa, yung naalala nga nila tulad din sa nilagay din sa ating PowerPoint is yung 9 times 9 is 78 yung nailagay nila. 78 yung naalala nilang tamang sagot. Pero sa halip na 81 ang nailagay nila is 78. Incorrect algorithm. The way the student solves the problem is not right. The student does the right step but in the wrong order, or the student may use the wrong operation. Ginagawa ng mga learners or ating mag-aaral ang tamang gawin, pero sa maling pagkakasunod-sunod o gumagamit sila ng maling pag-solve sa mathematical problem natin. Yung random error naman, the student's answer is wrong and seems to be random. For instance, the student wrote 95 as the factor for 5 times 5. Ito yung sagot ng ating learners ay mali. Ito yung sagot ng mga mag-aaral ay mali at tila wala siyang kaugnay sa problem solving na sinasagutan nito. Halimbawa, maaring naisulat niya sa 5 times 5 is 95 sa halip na 25 yung sagot na isusulat niya. For social skills, learners with SLD or kung tawagin natin as specific learning disabilities may also have problem in socializing and interacting with other people. Isa din sa mga rason ng SLD ay hirap siya makipag-socialize at makipag-interact sa ibang tao. Research indicate that their deficit in interpersonal skills is caused by their inability to understand social cues relative to their own experience and failure to comprehend nonverbal social expression. This leads to social isolation, limitation of their social interaction, and poor social skills. Uh, mm, yung mga nagiging dahilan kung bakit hirap sila makipagsalamuha sa ibang tao ay hindi nila nahihirapan silang intindihin yung mga expression, yung di verbal na expression sa kanilang pakikipagkomunikasyon. Maaari din nilang mananasan ang pakikipaghiwalay sa iba or yung social isolation kung dahil kaya nga 'di ba sabi nila, hirap din sila makipag-socialize or interact sa ibang tao. Tsaka limited lang din yung pakikisalamuha nila sa ibang tao. Ang attention deficit and hyperactive, often attention deficient and hyperactivity disorder, kung tawagin natin ADHD, develops together with SLD. With these learners who are diagnosed with SLD and ADHD with of learning problem, attention deficit and hyperactive. Ito yung mga maaring maranasan ng may SLD or ADHD, yung suliranin na kakulangan sa attention, yung hindi siya madaling makapag-focus sa ginagawa niya. Yung pagiging malikot or active niya sa mga ginagawa niya, kung tawagin natin yung hyperactivity. Ito yung maaring makaapekto sa kanilang pag-aaral at pakikisalamuha sa iba. Behavior problems. Research findings show that there is an increasing behavior problems associated with learners with specific learning disabilities. Additionally, the learning disabilities associated for American listed common behavior problems of learners with SLD such as the following. So, ito yun. Incapability to interpret social environmental cues or poor awareness, insufficient consideration of reasonable consequence, deficient impulse control. These are, for instance, gratification, failure to establish realistic priorities and objectives, improper conclusion resulting from a lack of proficient in reasoning, illogical reasoning for actions, challenge in establishing significant connection with others, immature and bossy behaviors, low to tolerance for frustration that leads to destructive behaviors, low self-esteem or self-efficacy. Compared to their peers without learning disabilities, students with SLD are more likely to report lower levels of self-efficacy, mood, effort, and confidence. They are more likely to manifest low self efficacy when given tasks of perform and lack confidence in presenting themselves in front of the classes. Dito yung self-efficacy naman hindi sila gaanong naniniwala sa kanilang kakayahan lalo na kapag binibigyan sila ng isang gawain or task, mas madalas silang makaranas ng yung mood nila at kakulangan nilang pagsisikap sa kanilang ginagawa, gano'n. Kung ito yung karaniwan sila ay kinakabahan or hindi sigurado sa kanilang sarili lalo na, kapag kailangan nilang magpakita or humarap sa harap ng buong klase.